And I got two thumbs up. So hello everybody. We are here in Crown Plaza in LAX. And let me get another window open here where I can see any comments coming through. I can't see anything just yet.
Yeah, just hold on.
Hope everybody's having a good day out there. Sorry, some of you were waiting for this live to start, but there we go right there. All right. It's kind of just impromptu. We didn't plan or schedule this or anything like that. We just wanted to, we hadn't done a live since what, maybe July? I think I looked, it's been like July.
Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah, yeah, it's been like July since we did a live stream. At least. It might have been August, but it's been a while. So, Patricia Harris, or is it say Hardest? Hardest?
Yes, hardest.
Yeah,
Yes,
hello.
yeah. Hello,
How you doing?
Patricia.
Whoever else is on here watching right now, yeah, y'all say hello. Announce yourselves. Don't be shy. Hello from Ohio. Um, Kind of want to touch maybe on a few little topics here right now. Randy T, hello. We just took a flight from Dallas to LA. We were booked for tomorrow to fly to Manila, but things have changed, and we knew it was probably going to happen, but we decided to come on here to LA anyway, right here to the airport, stay in this room, even if our flight's delayed, even if it's a couple of days. We can go right in here to the terminal up here at the airport and go to PAL, Philippine Airlines, and do whatever we need to do about our ticket. See, Craig,
Hello, Craig.
he says you in a hotel for the night. Yeah, for a couple of nights.
Yes, couple of
Supposed to
nights.
just been one night, but right now 2 nights, and who knows, it may be more. We might be going to a cheaper hotel if it's an extended visit. Yeah. Of course, some of you probably know the Philippines, as we speak right now, is getting pounded by a Cat 5 super typhoon, as they call it. Super strong winds in this. We've been following it while we've been flying, while we've been in the airport, because, of course, it's in our path, and it's already affecting us, not in a dangerous way, just affecting our travel, but it's affecting so many people in an extremely dangerous way. And people we know are in its path as well. And my subscriber and friend David, he was actually supposed to be heading out at the exact same time from Seattle and going to Manila. We were going to land both in Manila just a few hours apart from each other, and we were both booked to stay in the same quarantine hotel while our test results come in, which would be about 24, 48 hours. Then we're probably going to have like a week or so in Manila while we're arranging a flight to get down to our island that we could have hung out with David. But David's flight completely canceled. He was on Delta. They completely canceled. He just SOL out on that one. And he's trying to find an alternative. He's actually kind of now decided to hold back and see what's going on. And the sad part is this is going to go right through where David lives. His wife, his son, and his wife's family, they're going to be affected hard by it, and there's nothing he can do. He returned to the U.S. recently, to Seattle, to sell some things. All of his stuff has been in a whole bunch of storage buildings and cost him a lot of storage monthly to do, for it to all be there. And he wanted to go get rid of some of those big ticket items, condense it down into less units, and he was hoping to get rid of a lot of it, but it was pretty tough selling stuff right now. But he had good luck. He had a big boat, a saltwater boat, really nice, all aluminum, big boat, big cabin cruiser, and luckily he sold that, and that's a blessing. But man, we're really hating that we're not catching up with David. him and I, we talk daily, and we've been coordinating this, but as Typhoon had a different idea for
It
it
is
all.
at the right time.
Yeah. But right now, the main focus is about what's happening right now with that Typhoon Rai. So meanwhile, let's look right here real quick and let's see. James Russell, you joined in with us. Appreciate it. Ever try Eva out of Houston International? No, I mean, we're right here by DFW. We love DFW. It's very convenient for us. And normally, what I would do is just fly American Airlines. So I can book a ticket the whole way through. But for this particular instance, when we left the Philippines in March, Melinda's passport was due to expire in July.
Mm-hmm.
She did not go get it done when she could have. Yeah, you see me
Lazy.
looking at you. And then this pandemic hit, and she was like, "Oh, I'll just get it done in Houston," but the Houston embassy locked down, and then her passport expired, which I could kick her in the butt, which ain't very hard because her butt's down real low and I'm real tall. But for not just following through when she was right there in Iloilo and getting it done, but her top priority was hanging out with her nieces.
Yes, that the reason was I just lazy to fall in line. That's why.
Yeah, and it's really that lazy to fall in line has cost us big time. So if it, we've had that problem, we had to get a travel document. We only wanted to fly with Philippine Airlines going direct from right here to LA to Manila with no stopovers in between because if she would have landed with that travel document in another country, they may not have accepted it in lieu of her passport. Her passport is just like not having one at all. Once it's expired, it's not a valid document. So that travel document's her valid document. It's not just like a piece of paper. You know, it's stamped and embroidered on special paper with her picture. It is just like a passport sheet
Yes,
in
yeah.
a way.
That's right.
So so me, it was pretty easy on getting set up for me to go back in, but for the Filipina that's a citizen, it's been pretty hard. So this is why this time we chose Philippine Airlines is so we could get that direct route with no stopover in any other country. But normally I just fly Philippine Airlines, American Airlines, and then I would take like Cathay Pacific or Japan Airlines or sometimes Philippine Airlines out of another country. Um, and it's been really convenient. I have hundreds of thousands of miles of fly miles built up with American that I've never even bothered to cash in, saving them in case these tickets get super high dollar at some point, and then I'll cash them in. So that's the story with that. I've heard about Eva. I've heard people tell me that it's a pretty good deal, but I just haven't used them myself. So let's see who else what we got going on here.
Ruthie and Arthur. Hello, guys.
So
Thank you for joining us tonight.
we got Randy T, bad weather. Yeah, Ruthie and Arthur. Great to hear from you all down there in Bohol. Patricia Artis says, "Oh my goodness, traveling to the Philippines seems to be so hard."
Yes, it's stressful.
It is probably one of the hardest places to get to right now on the planet. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but they are definitely the most locked down country there is out there, without a doubt. So it's a lot of effort. Getting in the country is not so bad. If you live on the main island of Luzon and you come out of the international airport, getting to your province is not so bad. But for us living on a separate island that we have to fly to, it's a problem. We still got a lot of hoops to jump through,
Yep.
and we've already jumped a bunch of them that we had to do before we could even take this flight to get down to our province, and we're still not done, and we still need to have a ticket there because we have to go get a medical examination. I mean, not a COVID test. We got to have that too, but we have to have a medical examination and a medical certificate before we can fly on a plane down to our province. And that one I don't get. I just think that's like a little bit of nonsense. But whatever it is, it is. It's their rules, and all I can do is abide by them and respect it. So yeah, it is definitely a hard travel. So we got Pamela Mallory. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you, Pamela Mallory.
Yeah, and if you see you're one of our moderators, so you see anybody acting up, get them. Prayers to all. James and Melinda, stay safe. Yes, bad storm. I've been following it also. Prayers to all over there. Absolutely. And also stay safe. Thank you very much. Hey, right there.
Yeah,
Casa
Casa
Texpina,
Texpina.
my other house vlogger in the Philippines. If any of you are watching right now and you've never seen his channel, check him out. Casa Texpina, there he is right there. He is building a really nice house, and
Yes, super nice.
yeah, and he's been there the whole time, and I'm jealous.
You're jealous, huh?
I'm jealous, man. I wish I just
You
stayed
need
the
to
whole
be
time.
stay there.
Why did we leave? Uh, so what else we got going on here? He says, "Good morning, y'all. How's the typhoon affecting y'all's flight? We're delayed already. They moved our flight 1 day later, um, and so we booked another night here after this night here at the hotel. But then we don't know as this typhoon approaches over across the Manila. It's all up literally in the air of what's going to happen over the next hours. You know, if it damages the airport, you know, if it we just don't know because it's still going to hit Manila with some pretty good strength as they're saying right now. So I'm just praying for everybody to be safe and the storm surges and stuff. It is a powerful storm. Cat 5. I mean, and it was an upper class of a Cat 5. I mean, almost like if you could have had a Cat 6. So I put out a link earlier on our community on our YouTube to a guy that's covering the weather over there. He speaks English. He's not a Filipino, and he's covering the weather over there. He's got a great YouTube channel for that, and he said he's a meteorologist, and he said that the speeds inside that eye wall are not the normal speeds of a hurricane. They're more like the speeds of a tornado. And so it's like having a 50 or 100-mile wide tornado in that eye wall. And that's pretty scary. Y'all can see that. Go to my community tab and you'll see where I posted his video, and you can get a link to it there. Or actually, I just posted a screenshot from it. Go to our Facebook. That's where it's at. Look, if y'all have never added on to Mel and I's Facebook, it used to be called a homestead page, but Facebook made us change the name. It's now just James Melinda Hightower. Y'all are welcome to go there. Send us friend requests. We will accept you. And and I communicate with many subscribers on there, and you're always feel free to write me. Sometimes I might be able to little delay getting back with you though. Um, so what else we got here? So move on down here. Tim and Sonia, hi from Louisiana. Hope y'all be able to reach the Philippines safe. Yeah, y'all know about um, hurricanes and typhoons. MH says MH,
Yeah,
hello.
MH. Hello, MH.
And let's see. Oh, look at her. There's Chad's Way.
Yeah, there you go. Hello, Chad.
And
How you doing?
Tim, Sonia, I know y'all just recently got hit down there in Louisiana again, multiple times now. I just hope that you all have been safe as well. So we got right here, the Viking and Dislander works. Let's see. I'm flying Friday to Manila. Thanks for doing your live stream. Gives me hope that I'll get there. Well, me too, because Philippine Airlines didn't just cancel our flight. They just moved it and they renamed the flight number. Instead of PR 103, it's PR 5103 now.
That is for our safety also.
Yeah, it's absolutely for our safety, but um, I think they're really wanting people on that plane and to get, as many people back in as they can, that'll fall under the rules right now. The airlines need it there, the country needs it there, and even my little injection of cash. they're in our local community. I'm going back there to continue working on our home, and the money that I'm going to spend in labor there to local people to help build materials from local suppliers right there and all, that injects money into the community, and so I think that's pretty important, and they need things like that right now, absolutely. So it's a win-win, and I hope you get there as well, and good luck on your travels. So
Mickey Mason.
yeah, Mickey
Mickey
Mason. Yeah,
Mason.
safe travel, guys. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
What does your shirt say right now? Talking about Mickey. You say
Yeah.
says
Mickey.
what? You're on the Disney squad.
Yeah.
Well, see, there's Mickey.
Yeah. Hello,
But it's
Mickey.
Mickey Mason, not Mickey Mouse. Just joking around,
Mark
Mickey.
Cooper,
Just
finally coming home. Safe trip, guy. Thank you, Mark. Yes, finally. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Waiting this for so long. Then here we go.
Yeah, you've been ready for it, hadn't you?
Yes.
So did I jump past something right here? You know how these things work. You barely touch
Yes,
it.
you already here.
And where were we at right here then? No, so
No, you need to be up.
yeah, see,
yeah,
you're
there you
telling me
go.
wrong. John Doe, that's a funny name.
Yes,
John
John
Doe.
Doe. John
Is
Doe.
USA and Hart responsible for this out of Guam? You have more typhoons coming back to back out of Guam. Nah, I don't believe so. It is just these things cycle, and of course, the Philippines is always in typhoon central. That's just the way that country is.
Always in the past. Yes.
If you Googled how many typhoons through the years go into that place, it's just unbelievable. But it's these great big ones that make it pretty scary. Hey, and talking about that, about more coming back to back, this typhoon, the last I watched just a little bit ago, the one that was coming behind it that was forming, this one sucked all the energy out of it and it's pretty much killed that one now. So that one that had already formed behind it, this one pulled everything away from it, and I think it's dissolved as far as I was last seeing. So that's good. Um, so then, yeah, who's your daddy? There's Daryl.
Who's your daddy?
Yeah.
Hello, Daryl. Howdy, howdy.
Miss and or
Mr.
Mr. and Mrs.
Mrs.
Hightower. Hey, Melinda tells me she's got a name. uh, Bruce Adams from Cole, Michigan. Have a safe trip. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Bruce. Uh, and then we got right here. It says not surprised. That's a cool name too. Hello, Tex. Wish you the best getting home. Thank you so much. And I'll let Chad and Daryl have their little kisses blowing back and forth to each other there. Pamela Mallory, I'll get them laugh out loud. Bill, be safe, both of you. All right. So Viking, wait. Do you need a medical certificate to go to Manila? No. If you're landing in Manila, you do not need a medical certificate or nothing. You're just gonna go through the steps. These steps are going to be like 3 days before you fly out. You're going to need to download this little app, and it's going to set you up with a QR code and all. It's kind of like through the Red Cross, and it's going to be getting you ready for your swab test when you get into Manila. You're going to have a pre-booked hotel for at least 2 days, and that's on their list of approved hotels for the quarantine in there. And then you're going to either make arrangements with your hotel for their shuttle, or once you get cleared and you do your swab test in the airport, you can go down and get in queue for taxis that'll take you to your hotel wherever you're staying. And then it's just a matter of waiting for your results to come in. They're going to come in. You're going to forward them back from the whatever lab they come in from. They're going to give you, if it's a negative, they're going to give you a code. You're going to send that code over to the government, whatever that department is. There's a list online. If you go to Philippine Airlines, for instance, just use them as a reference. Go to Philippine Airlines, and there's a link on there, and it gives you step by step of all of these, and the links for any apps you need to load or anything. Once you're clear with a negative test, though, and they'll share that result over to the hotel as well, you're good to go. You can go out in Manila, do your thing. But it's flying to another island. That is the hard part. That's the
Yeah.
really hard part. And flying to another island, different LGUs, a different island may not require that, but most of them are. What do they call that? Something like something another shield, like J something another shield. But you got to go through a lot of steps to fly down to another
Yeah,
island.
plus they have a certain day to flight only.
Yeah,
The
yeah, and the
schedule is.
flights are very limited and
Mm-hmm.
only on certain days to certain airports. And they're only allowing like 75 passengers on a plane, keep them all spaced out. Not like our flight just now from Dallas to LAX, it was jam packed. And they're telling all this keep everybody distant from each other, and everyone, even in lines, is packed up like sardines. So apparently, Philippines is going to be different than that. But nevertheless, just check it out. You need to check with your local government unit. If you're flying back to another island away from Luzon, you need to check for what their requirements are at your municipality and your local government unit, your province. And a lot of information is also there on Philippine Airlines' website of what each province and each city is requiring you to do. So just go there and check them out. There's some really good information on them. I recommend them because they are the Philippines flagship carrier, and they're working real close to the government, and they're probably most updated. They're going to give you some links. It's going to take you to a Facebook page, and that Facebook page is actually working for the government, for you to download apps and forms and stuff you're going to fill out. So you definitely need to have a Facebook account. All right. So what else we got going on here? Um, Look at there's ballot buying farming with Dave and Emily. Good morning. Good morning to you, and thank you for also trying to help us out with information
Yes,
on this
thank you.
typhoon before we even made this
Helps a
flight.
lot.
Thank you very much. I mean, we really appreciate that, being concerned and trying to go out of your way to help us. Thank you very much. Paul Fisher, just discovered your channel. I like your content. I'm a newly retired guy living in Thailand, but also frequent the Philippines. Just like the infrastructure in Thailand, a little bit better. Yeah, Melinda's got a friend, and her husband. He pretty much likes to just go to Thailand. Why are you hiding behind me? I'm moving around and you're scooting around like a like a parrot on my shoulder back here.
Well, my chair is
You're just kind of coming on around, and I'm coming on around. uh, so she's got a friend that her husband is, he favors to go to Thailand. He's married to a Filipina and he don't want to come to the Philippines.
Yeah, he like to stay in Thailand. He don't want to stay in the Philippines.
And we watch some Thailand vloggers. Now I don't watch any of them that's chasing the girls everywhere and all that stuff. I like this one guy. I'll just tell you, whatever, Mel. I like this one guy that he covers cars and trucks and hot rods and boats and all that in Thailand. And I think he used to work for one of the big car magazines in the United States. One of the big famous car magazines. Yep, that's right. CB Media. You got it.
Yeah, so there you go. You're just saying.
Yeah. So yeah, check out Chad on CB Media. That is right. And I really enjoy his videos. He's pretty funny character, and man, he shows some awesome stuff over there. He'll go out of his way to go to these events, and he's not shy about it. It's pretty cool. So he doesn't just cover the cars and trucks; he covers some travel and things like that too. And so some of you already know him, but the ones you don't, check him out. CB Media. It's a really cool little channel. Giving him a plug there. Um, so we see in his channel and we see in others' channels that it looks cleaner in Thailand. I'll give it that. And I heard that was some uh, program they implemented a few years ago, maybe 10 years ago, and the people really took to it and helped clean up the country. And maybe they might take on that same measure in the Philippines someday as well. Then then that would really be nice to have it cleaned up. Paul Fisher, take care. We should have a safe flight. Thank you. Ballot by Farming with Dave and Emily. Weather near airport is okay, just not just heavy rain. Yeah, we'll just have to see as it progresses on through or what's going on. Chasway, we had a great night trick or treating. Presley has about 3 gallons of candy, and this old boy is tired of walking. But I bet you ain't tired of eating his candy. Jay and Jen, loving and living in the Philippines.
Oh, there.
Howdy,
Hello, Jay
Texas
and Jean.
Filipino. Yeah, go ahead, Mel. And it says, glad to see you, um, and Mel both. So it's kind of funny. I was up in the air on the plane, high in the sky, and on my phone, I saw that Jay and Jen were having a live stream. And I guess the connection wasn't good enough to load the video, but I could see the chat like this right here. I could see the chat on live stream. So I tried to jump in on what they had going on. Couldn't see them in total darkness. Don't know if they answered, but I could see people commenting, and I jumped in and just said hello, and then we started descending, and I got off of there because they asked us to turn our stuff off. So if you said hello back, thanks. And I did see a couple people comment there wishing us a good flight and all, and I appreciate that. And I hope you guys are doing great down there. Let's see. I watched the Weatherman, James. It's a very bad one. Yes, it is. Uh, let's see. Casa has a great house build going on there. He should have a lot more subs. He should. I guess maybe we feel like we all should. He should. He's got a regular format he does all the time, and he's doing it very professionally. Me, I'm kind of all over the place. I'm zany and crazy and not so formatted as him.
He built it really such a nice place.
But but I'm not focused just only about our house build. That's just one of many things I cover. And his is more focused on the house build. And me, I'm just covering our crazy bounce all over the place life period. So let's see, what does Facebook not like about Homestead? They went through and started making all these people with name Homestead channels start changing them, and then I noticed they haven't got everybody, but they got a bunch of us. I heard it was going to happen, and then about 2 weeks later, we got knocked on the list there too. Gave us a short time to change our name, or they would kill our account. So Jay and Jen, it goes without saying, but have a safe flight, please. Thank you so much. Uh, Mickey Mason, it's all good. I've heard of the Mickey jokes in my 59 years. Not the first time, huh? Well, I just remember her shirt and your name Mickey. It just clicked together. Uh,
because I'm Minnie.
you're Minnie Mouse, huh? Tim and Sonia, yeah, we got hit with 4 hurricanes and a tree landed on our roof. Man, I figured that. I mean, man, Louisiana's been pounded again this time. But we didn't get too much damage in our place, and we're still waiting to move to the Philippines. But we're going to wait until next year. So you're going to trade one hurricane place for one typhoon place. Just change the rotation of the storm, huh? Not surprised. How about hiring a black market bunker boat to sneak you in from island to island? Yeah, well, they got Coast Guard patrolling that, and boy, I heard they are not being nice on the ones they caught trying to do that. I thought about that idea. uh, so Viking Islander, let's see, Viking and Islander works. Okay, I should put my glasses on there. It all kind of runs together. Thanks for the info. Safe trip. Hope you guys hit 100,000 subs soon. Well, speaking of that, you know, I don't hit videos constant all the time because I'm pretty busy, and especially with what's been going on in our life on this trip home, having to deal with a lot of real estate issues that I just didn't want to pound everyone to death with. But I had a goal that when we left and come home this time, that I would like to at least hit that 4,000 mark before we came home. And to all you who helped us reach it, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Um, my channel's been slow growth, but I'm happy with that. I'd rather have 4,000 people that really appreciate my channel than 100,000 people that don't. So thank you very much for all of y'all. For me, I want the quality, not the quantity. But it's still nice to grow, and we appreciate all of your support. Uh, yeah, CB Media, we was talking about that a minute ago. Been watching Chad for a long time. Yeah, I like him. Jeep Man '09, be safe. Thank you so much. Good hearing from you here. Jay and Jen, yeah, we saw you. You got many well wishes for safe travel from the channel. I caught a glimpse of a couple when they were announcing and lady walking by turn our stuff off. Appreciate that very much for letting me know that. Jeep Man says he wished that he was going to the Philippines. I know a lot of people do, and some people just situations not worked out like it has for us. And I know we're blessed to be able to get back there right now. But it wasn't easy, and it took some perseverance. I tell you, they actually wanted Melinda to have a medical emergency or like a loss in family to go back. And I said, what? But I didn't have to have that. I could go without that, but the citizen couldn't. Didn't make any sense. It's still all stemming from her not doing her passport. You see me scolding her again right now in front of all y'all. You see her just looking away because she knows she's guilty. uh,
Just move forward.
you just move forward, huh? Shut up.
At least here we are now.
That was a very nice way to say shut up. uh, so let's see. Ballot buying farming with Dave and Emily. Looks like y'all will be at the center near. I see. Looks like it will be at the center near Tao Volcano around midnight or 14 hours from now. You know what, Dave and Emily? I just feel so sorry even there right now for James and Ness. They're trying to build that swimming pool. He got hit with that typhoon the other day, and it damaged all those trees there, knocked down trees that he's worked so hard to grow.
And now there's another coming again.
He always had mentioned that they're more safe there from the storms where he's at in Lipa because where they're positioned down in an area there in between some mountains and all. But man, this one's come around and bit him. And then he's right in the middle of that pool project too, and all that happening. So if y'all talk to James and Ness, send our regards and our prayers for them that they don't take bad damage to their beautiful place and for their safety as well. I know they've already been having electricity issues and generator issues and everything. So Wayne, let's see, would that be? Would it be? I don't know. Would it be Scacey?
Or Safe? What? Or Safe? Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Don't kick me for it. But nevertheless, Wayne, thank you very much.
Yeah, from Illinois.
Hello from Illinois. I used to be able to pronounce things pretty easy, but when I start mixing around with multiple languages and different pronunciations, the way I normally want to say something, I'm always told that it's wrong.
Maybe say
because I'm dealing with multiple dialects. So Jim and Rose's adventure in Manila, Philippines. Wow, glad to hear from y'all. Now raining. So Jim just recently returned back to the Philippines as well. If some of y'all don't know that, he too was stateside and made his return in and got in good. So without any kind of hiccup. So good on him on that. It looks like there's something on my chin, but my beard has got these different colors popping up in it. I don't know what's up.
Because of the light.
Yeah, I keep looking thinking something's on my face there, but it's kind of funny, man. My color's always changing. My beard will want to be dark, then gray, then silver, then red. I have a red-headed grandson.
Wade Sender. It's right name, right? Sender? How to pronounce that? Sender.
Let's see right here.
Oh,
Snyder.
Snyder, okay.
Yeah, you see how she tried to pronounce your name right there? Wade Snyder. And this is where I get into
Sorry for
My
that.
mind gets confused from
Wait.
listening to the way she pronounces things all
From
the time.
Justin, Texas. I am so jealous. My wife and I will move back to Philippines in 2 years. Hopefully.
Well, come on,
Yes.
come on, just
So
bring a
you
good
said.
attitude with you. Jim and Rose's adventure in Manila, Philippines, and no win. Well, I haven't checked in the past about 2 hours to see where it's progressed right now, but I did read on that news link that meteorologist. He had people writing in the comments that were right there in the storm and describing what they're seeing right at the eye of it. Man, it was some pretty bad stuff that people wrote there, what they're looking at out their windows. So prayers for all of them, absolutely prayers for all of them. Romeo, safe trip, guys. I arrived here on the 27th, and I'm having a M. I think you got cut off there, so I don't know what the M is.
27th, you're at the
So
notice.
maybe you're talking about medical exam. I don't know. Follow up on that and tell me what it is right there. I'm just guessing.
Sounds more like race, see? So something like that. See.
Um, Jay and Jen. Well, Jen and I are off to the beach. Safe journey, everybody, and have a good night or day ahead. Cheers.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
we
Jason.
we watched them take a little stroll out of their place down to the beach the other day, and that's a nice little walk y'all have down there.
Mm-hmm.
Short but nice, and all the trees. That's really great. We liked it when we was
Yeah,
watching
we
y'all
wish to
take your
do
little
like
walk.
that. Me and James, we like to do that one also.
Yeah. Um, okay, so he's saying there how to pronounce it. So can you say it?
You,
Wayne's telling how to pronounce his name right there.
you're the one to say it.
Come on, say it for him. Right there.
Skates? What?
That's pretty good. Yep. Tell us what you think. Did she say it right?
Skates?
Uh, Uncle Charles, hello from
Hello
Nebraska.
from
See, I made
Nebraska.
her do it that way if I messed it up. It should just be her
Oh, you
messing it
want
up
to
instead of
control.
me. Uncle Charles, thank you very much for joining in with us here.
Yeah, I appreciate
David
it.
and Emily, I tried to call him, but his phone is off. Maybe no power again. I'm telling you, did he get a replacement generator? I knew, like, or his fixed. I think he thought the motor blew up on it, and he's had to run that generator so much there. And where we're talking about is My PI Dream. James and Ness at My PI Dream. I'm sure a lot of you already know it, but if not, great channel. I've been with him for a long while. Great people. Um, so if you don't know him, there's a plug for him as well. You won't go wrong watching his channel. He's a great guy.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah,
but
I dream.
his power issues go on so much up there where they're at. They're in a nice subdivision and all, but what's that? Bottleneck is their power company. Um, Always something going on, and then the storm took it out the last time. Again, a typhoon just a few days ago, and now they're fixing to get hit again. And that generator has just run so much that I think the motor finally gave way on it. So let's see what else we got here. James L. Have a safe trip. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, James L.
Mark Cooper, I just took a peek at the storm situation on satellite, and it's right on top of the Philippines right now. It should be gone by the time you fly home. That's what I'm thinking. They were showing it probably be out over into the west side of the Philippines. What would that be, like West Philippine Sea?
Which one? The what?
Going out the other side out past Manila Bay. Is that called West Philippine Sea right there, I believe? Anyway, it should be exiting out that way towards China Sea. I just don't want to call it China Sea. We'll
Yeah,
call it
yeah, yeah.
we'll
You're
call it the
right.
West
West
Philippine
Philippine
Sea.
Sea. Yeah.
There you go. She lives in the Philippines, but she don't know her
Slow.
geography. So nevertheless, yeah. But those outer bands and those tailwinds might still be around because we're coming in like in the morning hours. We're coming in just after midnight, like 12:20.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. I'm kind of expecting we may have another delay. Um, Up, look right there. He said that you said it perfectly.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I did it.
Good job, Mel.
See?
Here's your reward.
Who's your daddy? Did Melinda bring the dried fish for you all to snack on the cooking craft? Or left it? Actually, it's all. Actually, I ate it all.
Yeah, her idea of fish and chips and our idea of fish and chips are two different things. It's actually a fish chip. uh,
Mm.
so what else we got here? Thinking big,
Thinking.
believing big.
Wow, what a thinking big, believing
He
big.
has a house in Charleston, South Carolina, close to where I'm from. That's right. He
Oh,
sure does.
yeah,
He
from
sure does.
North Carolina.
So I don't know if our chat feed stopped or what. I saw the computer down here kept buffering, so I'm gonna do a refresh here. Uh, so nevertheless, I just wanted to touch base with everyone of where we're at the moment. We haven't done a live stream in a long while. We want to say hi to everyone, um, and we'll just see what happens step by step as we make this journey home. We're excited if we can just land in the Philippines. If we just get in Manila, our happiness will begin even right there. We got people we can contact there that we know that
Mm-hmm.
can meet up with us and visit, and that's that's pretty exciting to us alone right there. And then we can work our way on through the rest of it to get on down there to the house. So we had to have our house inspected. So first of all, our barangay captain had to do acceptance letters for us
Yes, that's the.
that that the community is accepting us back, and that was our step one.
Mm,
And then, and tell me if I get any of this wrong, Mel. Uh, then the next thing is we sent that up to what's that called? M what?
MDRM, like in our municipality.
Yeah, up in the municipality, and it's got a special group there that's handling that right now. Then we send that letter up there to them, and as well, then the barangay captain, she had to do a second deal also.
The home quarantine, if we did
Yeah,
do
so
home
then yeah, so
quarantine.
then they want so then after the municipality at that, what's it called again? M what?
MDRMM.
Yeah, there's so many of these things. Uh, then they want to know about our quarantine. Are we going to quarantine in a hotel? Are we going to quarantine in a government facility? Or are we going to quarantine at home? So then we had to get it cleared next with our barangay captain and local officials there to clear us for home quarantine. So then a different person in the community there that holds another position has to come.
The midwife.
But she's a midwife, Melinda, but that's not her position. She has a actual official position for this quarantine deal. Our barangay captain told me what it is, but she's also a midwife in the community as well, is what Melinda's talking about. Well, then that lady had to come and inspect our property and see if it qualifies for home quarantine. So then she signs off, and then after she signs off, then it goes back to the barangay captain again, and then they're going to forward that on to back up to that first department up at the municipality, and now they're waiting for our metal certificate and our J shield and all of these things for us to return home. It is a mess. We can't even book the flight until we get some of that. So nevertheless, it's going to be a journey back. That's all I can tell you. Well, we're tired. We've been doing a lot of traveling all day. We got up early this morning. We had a lot of things to do and people to meet with before we left. And I can't see any more of your comments. They've all stopped moving for some reason. Um, I think it's an internet issue. So we're going to wrap this one up. And I just want to tell all of you, thank you for joining. And we're going to get a rest. And we will talk to you all on the next go around. Thank you for all the well wishes. And we'll see you next round.